Ali MacGraw's meteoric rise to stardom was swift and stunning. With Love Story in 1970, she became an instant cultural icon, her beauty and poise capturing the hearts of millions. Not just a star, but a symbol of love and loss, Ali's performance resonated deeply with audiences. Her delicate presence on screen, coupled with a raw emotionality, made her unforgettable. Yet, beneath the image of a perfect movie star lay a young woman who was unprepared for the intensity of fame. She had been thrust into the limelight before truly understanding who she was, and the pressures of Hollywood soon became overwhelming. The world saw her as a living poem, graceful, ethereal, and fragile. But few saw the person beneath the public persona. Her life was one of shining moments and quiet battles, a contrast of beauty and inner turmoil, love and sacrifice. Ali's personal life mirrored the complexity of her public career. Her first marriage to producer Robert Evans was marked by Hollywood glamour, but it was often a marriage of convenience rather than love. However, her relationship with Steve McQueen, a man as intense as he was charismatic, revealed the hidden struggles of Ali's life. McQueen demanded that she shrink herself, giving up her career and independence to accommodate his needs. Ali, once celebrated for her individuality and light, found herself navigating a relationship where she had to sacrifice her voice and aspirations. She relinquished her momentum, fading from the public eye as her personal life began to take precedence over her career. The love story that many imagined was, in reality, a slow unraveling, a quiet loss of herself for the sake of someone else. A new life in Santa Fe. With recovery came the realization that peace would require stepping away from the public eye entirely. Ali moved to Santa Fe, New Mexico, where she embraced a life of simplicity and solitude. In this small, quiet town, far from the spotlight, Ali cultivated a life focused on nature, philosophy, and personal growth. She immersed herself in gardening, meditation, and studying the things that had long intrigued her. No longer defined by the roles she had played in Hollywood, Ali embraced her own rhythm, finding joy in small moments that didn't require validation. Santa Fe became a sanctuary, where Ali could live without the constant pressure to meet others' expectations. Here, she rediscovered a sense of peace, her beauty no longer a commodity to be consumed, but a reflection of her inner growth and resilience. Living with solitude. In Santa Fe, Ali lived alone, without the support of a partner or children. While this solitude could have been seen as a void, it became a space for deep reflection and self-understanding. Without the distractions of fame or the demands of relationships, Ali found strength in being alone. Her beauty, once a marker of her worth, had faded in a world obsessed with youth, but in Santa Fe, it was irrelevant. People began to see her for her wisdom, her kindness, and her inner strength. The attention and adoration that had once consumed her life were replaced by the quiet contentment of living authentically. Ali no longer sought approval from the world. She had learned to find peace in herself and her own values, choosing to live a life of integrity and self-respect. Reflection and acceptance. In occasional interviews, Ali spoke softly about her journey, acknowledging the pain and joy that had shaped her life. She described her early years in Hollywood as a dream that quickly turned into a storm, as the industry demanded her to fit into roles and molds created by others. For years, Ali had struggled to please others, often sacrificing her own desires and needs in the process. But through decades of introspection, she came to understand that her own truth mattered more than public approval. She had learned to love herself for who she truly was, not for the roles she played or the image she projected. While there was still a quiet grief for the years she had lost, there was also a deep sense of peace, an acceptance that, in the end, she had survived and grown into the woman she had always been meant to be. The weight of time. Even at 86, Ali MacGraw lived a life filled with quiet purpose. Her days were marked by simple pleasures, long walks, reading, and moments of reflection. In this stillness, she embodied a different kind of beauty, one shaped not by external praise, but by inner peace and resilience. Her story, though marked by tragedy, is a testament to survival, self-rediscovery, and the strength required to live authentically in a world that demands so much of its stars. Ali's journey reflects the reality of fame's darker side, but also the triumph of finding personal peace after years of living for others. She became a living lesson about endurance, the courage to reclaim one's life, and the beauty that lies in self-acceptance. The legacy of vulnerability. Ali MacGraw's life, from a Hollywood beauty to a symbol of resilience, underscores the emotional cost of fame and the pressures that young women face in the spotlight. Her story highlights the vulnerabilities of being thrust into the public eye too quickly, and the toll that fame can take on a person's sense of self. Rather than pursuing a return to the limelight, Ali chose to retreat and focus on her own healing. This decision, while unglamorous, was a radical and brave act of survival. It was through embracing simplicity and cultivating inner peace that she found her true power. Ali's legacy is not defined by fame or beauty, but by the quiet strength she found within herself, a testament to the power of self-discovery and authenticity. Quiet triumph. Ali MacGraw's survival was not marked by grand gestures, but by the quiet courage to live for herself. She no longer sought the world's approval or applause. Instead, she focused on living authentically and finding peace in her own life. While her beauty and fame had faded, the love she learned to give herself was enduring. Ali's journey was not about reclaiming her place in Hollywood, but about learning to live fully without the validation of others. She became a symbol of integrity, resilience, and the profound power of choosing a life of self-respect. In this, Ali's quiet triumph was far more significant than any applause she had ever received. The final chapters. As she entered the later years of her life, Ali MacGraw no longer sought recognition or fame. She lived in harmony with the rhythms of Santa Fe, free from the expectations of the world. Her journey was not about public appearances or headlines, but about embracing peace and authenticity. The life she built was one of quiet dignity, shaped by years of survival and introspection. In a world that had once consumed her, Ali MacGraw remained true to herself, carrying with her the wisdom of a life fully lived. Remembering Ali today, Ali MacGraw is remembered not just for her role in Love Story or her early fame, but for the life she chose to live after the cameras stopped flashing. Her story is one of endurance, transformation, and quiet strength. While many remember the tragic romance of her youth, Ali's true legacy is her ability to reclaim her life and find peace on her own terms. Through her journey, she became a symbol not of fleeting beauty, but of the enduring power of self-discovery and resilience. Ali MacGraw's life reminds us that the most profound victories often go unnoticed, found not in public applause, but in the quiet strength to live authentically.